Hello, everybody, and welcome on in. Today we've got another sponsored stream today, and this time it's Esoteric Ebb, or not sponsored stream video. But yeah, this is a video game I got a little while ago, which is basically single-player CRPG inspired by stuff like tabletop adventures and Disco Elysium. Yeah, we're definitely starting to see some games that are similar to Disco Elysium. That's one I do have to play sometime, although I do know about some of the stuff that went on with the developers and publishers or whatever, but I picked it up before. But yeah, definitely heard good stuff about this one. It's currently 10% off until the 19th, I think they said, because there's a little bit of a Curious Odyssey Festival going on in Steam, so if you want to check it out, you should pick it up for the 18th when it stops off sale, but let's go, yeah. Developers Christopher Bodegard, I think. Sounds like it's got a bit of a foreign pronunciation, not sure exactly, but... Alright, so what stats we get? Yeah, we got our usual stats. Let's create a guy, let's see. Each of us giving our unique take on certain skills. Like, let's see. Yeah, I'm guessing he's also a personality, just like an Elysium. Like, let's see. Strength measured natural body prowess along with test and filled mindset, you know. Be manly and all that. Second instant lead the weak. Sacrifice nothing but your bones to the pavement to literally die. Become a zealot, regain your honor, and found your divine mission. Use to equip extra items, be violent and manly. Religious feather and aesthetic nationalism, and increases manhood, which is indicated by some weird little goblins smiling. Yeah, low-strength cleric is afraid of women, doesn't care about quests. What about dexterity? Natural activity, balance and poise. Haste which expresses the way to monarch and over nervous glance. And of course, Lady Grace to avoid the consequences of your actions. A feeling of self-preservation when everything falls around you. Rapidly can progress their new future of freedom, so that those who look out for themselves can prosper and survive. Dexterity can steal stuff, pick locks, sneak dog traps, roll initiative, react quietly, become rich as a Republican revolutionary, and just run away, dummy. Yeah, high dexterity votes for revolutionary free strides where they are. X piles shiny coins, X first, avoid trouble, always ready to apply, looks out for himself, takes big risks and winning time, while low dexterity is dirt poor. Very embarrassing. And Constitution. Always listen to your hungry stomach. There's your natural stamina, mental and physical. How much you can take before going down. It's about the instinct it comes when you're standing in a pit. Voice that speaks nothing but bodily truth. Every choice you make, every emotion you accumulate, be traced back to your lower half of that stomach of yours. Uses. Constitution's need for hit points. Will show your body an esoteric connection. The local party pulled 2% last week and you don't care. Gain is good for you. Yeah, I'm guessing. Oh yeah, so the party had that Canadian Republican party that had what's his name, Nathan Marzi as their guy. He's like the guy who made that Garfield restaurant. High Constitution cleric, keeps forgetting there's an election. Focuses on the good things in life, keeps his neuroticism in check. Christian Walls listens to his gut, is already dead. Nani? Low Constitution cleric will die. Listens to his wrong. Has no control of his bodily functions. Has no special connection with walls. Shameful. What about intelligence? Measure your ability to recall, store, and process information. Pure unadulterated ego. Knowledge rules the world, so it'll show it to you one day lead the week. Never think about the past if we're only rational to truly know the future as well. Prepare more spells. Think, plan, execute a plan. Complete crack veteran build for yourself. Be a genius without peers. You vote for the best wizard, you. Despises and envies the gods. Solves every mystery with ease and knows everything, while low intelligence guys makes up tidbits seem smart, is barely sentient, is an idiot, duh, and is both ignorant and confident. Oh no. Ah yeah, that's slow and insidious killer. And wisdom represented by a biblically accurate apple, it looks like, complete with all the eyes on there. Manage your awareness, intuition, ability to understand the world around you. Your belief in the heart of all folk, to give and share we have, be completely and utterly selfless. Gods only know how hard you try. Higher wisdom lets you empower your spells, be kind to good in all folk. Egalitarian hope of the Asgalian working class, and you're no big bad evil guys. I mean, you say that. High wisdom votes for the Workers' Party, hates nothing except hierarchies, embraces its feminine side, follows its bleeding heart, knows all detail. A low wisdom, mystery excuse all time, doesn't get people, doesn't think about the lower class, fails at spotting traps, is not aware of where he is. Like, what's going on here? I'm so confused. And charisma, measuring your eloquence and such. You know how it is. Move the arc point at any position you're liking. Refill with no factor thought. Rallies mold around a wheel. Be like a social operator. High charisma, you get an automatic discount in select stores near you. When every conversation, say the right thing. Whoever get people like you become a political force in nature. Be arguably sociopathic, I suppose. Boasts whatever makes him popular. Socialized as a child, knows what to say when flavors. Can actually flirt with somebody. Has no soul. Low charisma, isn't very likable, fumbles the baddie. Veers conversation, has no style. He has no grace. So yeah, looks like you can put proficiencies in something to give it the +2. Or of course you can just randomize thing. But let's see. We've got a few different backgrounds, which I think might affect like some background stuff as well, but let's see. These are like a default. And let's start with Trollkeeper. Apparently your father got killed by a troll, it sounds like. Also lists some little dates there. I'm not sure if that's important. Pest control kill mimic him in hex. Didn't look like normal furniture. My god, that chest is slowly jacking at the chest. Keep out of trouble before you get a post-school job. Okay, so worked at a newspaper. Was a big nerd reading all sorts of stuff. Ended up wrong crowd and quickly figured out how to please them. Being a little weirdo, the boys didn't see anything for their attention, for their approval. I was like Elon Musk, but I never got good at it. An Asgard activist. Your friends who introduced you to rebellious Billy Norvik. As teenagers spent years spreading chaos and Worf propaganda. Oh my god. At least it's not elf propaganda. Recruit, it looks like. Cool. Only right there, one thing. But God's an answer. Learn to manage as always. Acolyte for working on clerical duties. Picked out a rank, you quickly show deep devotion to Divine City. During the towers, like some wizard, it sounds like. Arcane Prodigy, just really got magic. Alice Pawn, working all political and supervisor despite your best efforts. And it never ended well for you. Makes sense. A faithful harbinger to some dead god whose whispers linger in the air, slowly fading. Interesting. And some ancient esoteric insight. Oh, okay, there's more. Revolutionary Scribe. Disillusion, one choice to assign the emerging democracy. Ordained knight for change and glory. An abject apostate. Yeah, it happens. We're used to it, though. Dead cleric, floating left of cleric. Was I supposed to sit in the river? And a punching bag who was an outcast, of course, but I coped with it, you know. What pre-builds do we get? How about... Let's go... Primal cleric. What is the nature of man? Trickster cleric. Don't keep for yourself. Yes, more apples, apple boys. I'm gonna go with the scholar cleric from this pre-built one. Checked out that one. 5 days until the first ever election. Oh god, we're introducing democracy. The explosion erupts the heart of the city. No one wants to deal with it, so they send you. Terrible mistake, guys. The frailest cleric on record. Yet also an esoteric genius. The perfect man for the job. Absolutely. Complete your quests in any order. Don't be afraid to make interesting choices. Remember to make them all bow down before you. I'll do my best. Take month 6, play about 5 to 8 sessions. Yeah, so this is part of like tabletop CRPGs. Gonna try to put this together, hope you have a good time. Thanks, Chris. You're a scholar, huh? I'll be sure to fill every book with useless lore, just for you. Aw, thanks, man. Okay, loading spell for being able to cast Speak with the Dead. Da-da-da. Yeah, just making sure it's interesting. Yeah, speed in less than days. I'm gonna ask up to 5 questions. Okay. Have to go read in case it's something interesting. But yeah, I had a bit of time to work on this today because sadly I'm not having my sister and her kids over for our little birthday dinner. It's tomorrow actually, the 16th. 33 years old. Truth and nothing else, a voice declares. What is your name? Ragan. Your name is Ragan. Your statement of certainty, Ragan Hellman. Actually correct. You answer. Another question with darkness. What is your occupation? In this context, what would that be? Work. Getting paid for labor. Did you have a job? Something really important? Your class. Tell the voice about your class. What class am I? Upper class. Great spellcaster who rule the world one day. City cleric, nothing more. It's awful at everything. I'm a goddamn wizard. Gods be damned you are. Oh, that brought something up. Next question. What is your current goal? You need to find out who blew up the tea shop. With your gift, you could easily take control one day. Goblin Chieftain, she needs you. Shop exploded? Unfortunately, yes. I never went to tea shops at all, so that's a shame. Don't lie to yourself. Maybe we refer on tea shops at a later date. But why all these questions? No clue, but you should keep him talking. Control of everything. Find a Goblin Chieftain, is that right? You know it to be true. Now reply, no feedback. Let's ask, what is your political affiliation? Do I really want to ask this question in mysterious voice what I am politically? Care for your fellow, vote for the Azalists. He's due to powerful lead, that is you, no one else. You move beyond the bounds of dictators. You're free to make your own choices thanks to revolutionary freestriders. Elections are exhausting. I mean, he's not wrong. Back, I still not bound to be nationalist. I should be in charge. Once based on worth of knowledge and ability, it shall come again. Voice is fading. It's the end. The final question. How did you die? Same way you lived, unable to step out of the uniform, not for 1 second. I died when he died? I suppose. But yeah, 33 years old. We were supposed to have the boys over for some cake and pizza, but unfortunately one of them's got like an ear infection, the other has like that, I forget what kind of cough it is, not crib cough, something similar to that, but yeah, not fun. So parents don't want to get sick, so they're not coming over tonight. Makes sense, obviously, but you know, it sucks. Oh, let's try Raw Fury. I don't remember if I know that publisher. Or just what, well, we're just drowning. Okay, let's see. Have Deep Dish Dungeon upcoming. I think I've heard of that one. Oh, they also published Ballionaire. I think I know that one. The Seance of Blake Manor. Heard that was a cool little intro. Oh, they published Blueprints as well. Okay, now that I know of. Okay. No, my watch. How am I supposed to tell the time without that? I don't even have a phone. Okay, they published a good bit of stuff, it looks like. Oh, it's the Willis Nufkin game. That was a cute one. Friends vs. Friends. Mr. Sun's Hat Box. That was a fun one. And Cassette Beasts. And let me make sure this isn't too loud. I think I'm overpowering enough. Besides, we're just mostly watching stuff from our fairly simple cutscene right now, so not missing out too much. Okay, so Raw Fury actually published a lot of stuff. Okay. I'm remembering now. Just like Polar Ebb here's probably. What was that, giant lobster? Oh, I see where we were called they have mentioned Apple Boy now. Just in a big old morgue with tons of apples in here. Not very sanitary, I gotta say. Unless it's like a bi-religious thing, you know. Fall of Grace, you know. Nope. Day 1, March 22nd, 27 PE. Fresh start. Okay, let's see what we got here. 3 first level spell slots. I'm ready for everything. At least until my magic runs out, then I gotta take a nap. And yeah, I'm just looking at that, making sure if time isn't it's only proceeding when I do stuff. Therapy is loud, screaming. Hey, achievement unlocked, I'm alive again. For waking up in the lower layer. Body aches. It's stiff as if you slept for days. Ready for the quest to continue. What about my stuff? What stuff? And start on your potion uniform. Panic. Sweat. No spellbook, no mace. Face it, you've been robbed. Uh-oh. Your legs shake. Tears begin to form. Deep breaths. Your belongings are surely here somewhere. Circular stone chamber. Source for apples and corpses. Those past apples. Is this Tolstad? Okay. Oh, I can actually click here to see stuff. Or no, I thought I could. Guess it went away. Can I actually... Is there like a keyboard thing I can look at? Oh yeah, there's actually notes here about text size and fonts. That one's the correct one, but I can set. Yeah, it works fine, I guess. I guess I can check when I'm out of the Mint conversation, but let's see. This is a sprawling, unenforced one of 5 districts in a city. It's in the middle of the Corna, home of Jor's Pillar, sprawling network in Lauder Lane, the greatest trade hub in Escani. You're on Tolstad right now. Lauder's trade fork in Norvik. Locate a massive tunnel piercing the center of Tolstad. So-called marvel of dwarven engineering has reason so many people commute to Tolstad over the many bridges. Considered one of the many great crafted wonders of the world. And Norvik is the central city of... Yeah, I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, that's Escani. Last batch of humanity. Found upon the end of the reconquest in 460 AE, except 7 years ago. Oh, I can go back there and Ascan is one of the 8 bands along the coast. Full mountain of Strahlen, my home. And the coast is George Realm. Strip of land to find 8 bands. Further inland go until close get to Infinite Wastes. Your eyes be ring or has through to the bend of the horizon. Starting at approximately 1,000 miles from the coast, is inhospitable, unexplorable, and quite frankly cursed. About the bands, can you tell me? Oh, putting back stuff back here, but let's see. The band. An esoteric device splits a circular coast of 8 geographic areas known as the bands. Each one has unique and esoteric natural traits and stressed in the coast infinite wastes. And those factors, the world is highly complicated. Fair enough. But it's esoteric. The magic of Jorn is strings. The coast is infused with it. Name of our realm. Also named by the wizard who created it. Started during closing at the end of the Gate era. Ooh, Human Encyclopedia. Click on 10 glossy winks in a row. And succeed him, apparently, it sounds like. Yeah, book learned arcane spellcaster. Typically plays strings that mesmerizing executing esoteric rituals and chants. In the Gate area lasts approximately 3,000 years, named with many gates opened by George connected this realm with all others. Ended around 2,000 years ago if you trust modern scholars. What about the arcane? One of 3 pillars of magic, a force that make up all esoteric events. Enjoy a strange ley lines esoteric power hold the realm together. Okay, cool. Did a lot of thinking. What's that about a quest? Oh yes, a quest. Hey, I'm thinking about the upcoming helper. Earth be blessed. Do I remember everything? Yes, everything is off, but your memory is intact. Quest given yesterday, remember, the tea shop. The tea shop? Yep, the tea shop that blew up. Easy job, you'll do that in a day or 2. Just a job? I've done this before. Well, I mean, not this particular kind of job. Yeah, more malicious service roles a few years at the towers. Home base at the OACN. Clerics obviously work for gods. They can be divine spellcaster given power to their deity. And divine is represented by the sacred, faithful folk, their souls, and granted by gods who won't walk among us. Rogue sorcery wasn't my main subject, but yes, I've read a lot about these types of fiery events. How much time do I have? Until the elections, duh. In 5 days. Okay, so time only advances when we make new choices and dialogues. Okay, so... Just need to figure out who blew up some random tea shop? More or less. Got like 5 days to do it, no stress. There's that feeling again. Being about to enter a path in which there's no way back. That doesn't sound too good. Good or bad, you won't know once you've reached the end. That's very ominous, Heart attack! Wait, Earthguard uniform. A dull pain takes hold. Your body aches, its contents rotting. You must consume apple. Now. You've been routed for far too long. Finish task with precision, decisiveness, gain up powers, and turn your true task. Seizing true power in this forsaken city. Such high lone channels appear in my head. The chance to form an off unique paths, trust them at your own risk. Uh-huh. Yeah, cold steel on my head. Oakley knows helmet. Can I take it off? No. I wouldn't do that. Like ripping off your own face. Not a good idea. Not yet. Oh, experience nice. Can't wait until you do. Thanks, Charisma. I'm glad to see that you're the one who's interested in me taking off my thing. Anyway, let's behold this apple. It looks better than the ones in a pile, so let's trifle it. Yeah, gotta love games using fancy works like that. Alright, let's look at these things right here real quick while I drink some water. There's gonna be a lot of talking, so my throat's gonna get pretty dry. Okay, gotta find the tea shop and examine it. Gain entry. I said class conflict, so I'm a wizard, obviously. Election week. Very good about the fact that I should be the future God Wizard King in Norfolk. I said so one single time in real conversations with real people. Okay, and I guess these are like some little alignments I can get, like wizard. And I'm an arcanist, aka saying that I, the wizard, should be the ruler. I mean, obviously. Inventory. This is our helm. Practically your face. Do not take it off. No, I will not. Alright, alright. And where's our apple? Oh, I must not taken it. Okay, now I have it. I guess that's click it and then click it again. Apple grown tool stud. Consuming it will save your soul. I thought it would damn my soul, but whatever. Oh, I have to actually click there. Not sure he eats it without taking the helmet off, but good job. And this is the journals, which is telling us all the lore we know, I guess. About skills, esoterics, people, geography, history, language, literature, nature, politics, religion, spells, strength, dex, intelligence. Oh, I guess now it's just sorting by which thing told us that. Okay. And there's, what magic do we know? Paired spell 0. Paired spells from shrine any time. 2 plus class level plus intelligence. So we roll and we only know 1 spell. Oh. Hey, what's that? This isn't yours, is it? Tattered cloak. Dex, more Dex plus clear. Stamp. Oh, is light blue and tattered. It was once yours. Please don't. This thing is disgusting. Should I? Let's try out the water at least. Filthy liquid falls to the floor in a stony chamber. It smells of salt water. How heavy is it, you think? It's heavy. So, should I wear this? No? Of course you should wear it. But it's a perfect tool for any decent rogue and or ne'er-do-well. I wonder if it's a little lamp. You'll have to wear it. I'll think about it. Reach your fancy red pouch of holding. Slips inside extra measure safe the satisfying slurp. God, I love my pouch of holding. Yes, you're very lucky. This kind of magic item go upwards of 10,000 crowns. We got experience from thoughts about how much we love helping our inventory space. Yep, our weekend crown, our main source of money. Yeah, I'm just gonna read this as I drink another big sip. Okay, bad heavy inflation looks like. And what about passing, the Gator Dog Guide? You celebrate fervor when you're little, but then you connect you to turn the host truly darn free feast, but I guess the gay God dying caused some serious hyperinflation. It's not yours, though. It's the city's. You just can't use it for anything. Shut up, it's yours. You can do whatever you want with it. Good point in your pilgrim. Rob some people, I mean, reallocate some resources. Right. So I do want to figure out how to mark the spell. Okay. Heals 1d8 to my wisdom. No effect on undead constructs. Yeah, I'm not sure if that means, if the little thing there means is prepared or have to, like... Is that a shrine right there I can check out? Well, let's look around a bit more first in here. This is a corpse under a blanket. Engage the corpse. Draped over the outline of a someone. Human, male, over 40. Now let's check another rag. Old corpse of a human. Tall and beautiful like yourself, known as the pest of the coast by those who are less inclined to reproduce like rabbits. I mean, true, humans are pretty boring and just everywhere and everything, because, you know, we gotta love our humans in fiction. Thinning blonde hair, unkempt facial hair. Male over 40. Mid-40s, factory worker, Ascani blood. Most likely under the effect of preserving spell. Okay, I gained something with DCs. Okay, if I stick the dice choice roll 20-sided die, I can examine them closer. It's effortless, so I think I got this. No, I don't. Something strange here. Let's get a little closer to this dead guy. Our scars cover the skin. Might be either hard work or careless work or litter his skin. Make sure to check the back as well. Ugh, black veins. When impending doom comes over you. Doom, the lair of a lich, apparently. Made by eating mortal souls, capable of turning light. Uh-oh. And that's 8 health already. Oh. Oh, saving for death. Achievement unlocked. The most unlucky cleric. Dying in the lower lair. Well, that was a quick run. Does the game have quick saves? Okay, good. Yeah, that was a pretty unlucky intelligence roll. Followed by me just passing out from getting all sick. Right, let's take all this stuff again. Bring up the water, weight in our hands. Think about wearing it. Think about how awesome those things are. Yeah. Just going through these just in case. Oh yeah, the passing is apparently the drink of feasting and family and friends. Usually use it to ignore the darkest winter outside. Which, you know, makes sense. I mean, rather go celebrate and have Christmas inside instead of having to go out and deal with the cold. Alright. Let's eat this and hopefully not die this time by looking at this dead body. Oh, I can actually just realize I can right-click to look at stuff like this. Piece of leaves. Smells lovely. Ooh, incense. What's that do? Can be used to recover first level spell slots. Okay, cool. But let's see if things go better this time. Because yeah, stuff this game gotta play multiple times to see everything, but is it gonna be the same roll? Probably not. There we go. Something strange here. This is no regular gentle repose. Oh yeah, second level necromancy spell for preserving corpses. Surprisingly useful, even if it is considered necromancy. Like necromancy, but actually the stuff that isn't generally used for evil. Look close, but do not move the corpse. Our scars cover the skin. Yeah, hard worker, cause of death is not directly visible, no blunt trauma. Considering stage shape his body most out of a common disease or internal failure. Pretty broad and vague, but just when you start cutting, that's all you'll get. Except, also marking on the right leg, circle with a cross inside it. Marking of PR, potential revivification. It's gonna be revived? Seems so, most likely died during care and was granted immediate gentle repose. Or it didn't have an RF for family members enough cash. Okay, life insurance, which you use to pay for the resurrection followed hold or given under stage 75. Yeah, obviously from Revivify to True Resurrection. Third level necromancy, which can bring them back in within 60 seconds. And True Resurrection, it can bring anyone dead back to life. Unless they're over 200 years. Perhaps this guy's just a likable fellow. Who knows? Yeah, fair enough. Look, can I revivify on him? Potentially yes. Although why should I? Their little spell slot's a valuable resource. Why waste on some blue-collar corpse? That's terrible. If you can, always staying with life will bring it back. Always right choice. Of course isn't. Matter of fact, you cannot simply spend your power on any old fool. There are a million outcomes to resurrection could lead to a negative outcome in the world. Despite your good intentions. Good intentions build a better world. Perhaps in your foolish alignment system, but not in reality. Oh yeah, that thing which puts them on the lawful chaotic stuff, you know. Being exactly who or what determines parameters in this effect is, yeah, that's kind of a question when it comes to like those sorts of spells, like, what is considered good and evil, or lawful, or neutral? Yet, like, see the esoteric effect, which aren't true and neutral. All things silly, even if life are not admissible in Norwegian course since the Earthfolk rights order. People of Earth, the answers to those who reconquer the corpse, true mythological heroes. It's okay to loot them, right? Yeah, why not? And suffer loss of moral integrity. Moral integrity, it's a dead guy. He's not going to do new stuff, obviously. Not like to go out and complain, but don't go around talking about too loud, okay? Grave robbing is frowned upon by some, even these in late times. Either way, I'm not getting any trouble. No one will know. Who was this guy? Andrew Callis, he's built like sarcophagus. Dead working man. Type spent his whole life toiling away for nothing. Yeah, morgue. A lich house, aka mortuary, for dead bodies. Heavily guarded during times of undeath, obviously. Yeah, corpse keep here for cremation burials. That must make hard to believe, but yeah. Must have been one hell of a deal to put those two together. Okay, so like they said, it's fine to rob them. Just 6 crowns and some money. What's this? Fine shrine covered in apples. Even get my spells back here? Colors fade, the monument's hollow of void of all life and divinity. And worse, it's covered in rotten apples. Can I pray here? What exactly? To Earth, of course. And many gods listen to our prayers, always. Remember that meant not surprised so clearly. I'll think about it. Eternal element that's unappreciated. Yes, leaving sacred shrine like seems pretty gross. Indeed. Much was not the worst you'll see. Let's try harm to keep their dream afloat. The city's lost, but not yet lost. How poetic. Most of the series is very much in need of change. Change from what? An honorable lifestyle? Peaceful state of humans prospering? Change from stagnation to mire, decay. First Crusade brought triumph. Corruption brought falls into exactly that kind of filthy rhetoric. Generally allowed to be wrong opinion here. Let's at least clean up the apples. Feels nice. Small improvement, but big in the heart. Are these rare? You'll never find shrine. Okay, these are everywhere. Remnants and blindness and decay, apparently. Shrine territories. Okay, pyramid shrines. Past from the cleric's recent use, so interrupt dialogues. Yeah, let's prepare spells then. You've only got Cure Wounds, so let's go prepare that. I'm not sure if that costs spell to. What's that? Divine Scripture where it doesn't belong. In a pile of apples. Ooh, Shield of Faith. That's a new one. Let's see. Yeah, and of course I get it right as I... Let's keep looking at a very important piece of paper. Well, if you say so, game, let's take a look. Voting card, -1 intelligence. Scuffed voting card made out to Ragnar Hemlin, or a dwarven office. For some reason, some checked in all 5 partisan lists. You need to bring this on the polling place in the election day for your voice to be heard. Gained experience. Start card is slightly torn, has clearly been drenched at some point. All top says Rosk on big bold lettering. Means voting card. 5 days remaining. Let's look at the parties. Nationalist, Party of Norvik. Inheritors Earth's Will. The crowds found to uphold the old ways, headed by magistrates and 20 noble families. 5 rulers districts. Coin Lord, Home Lord, Shield Lord, Food Lord, and Law Lord. Those are quite some names, I gotta say. Unique roles, sometimes there's house which mean districts, but generally it's housing district called the Home Lord, Palace Lord's Law Lord. Unofficial name for the current rulers of Norvik, named the Palace District. One of 5 districts in Norvik holding all the rich folk. 3 Strive Revolutionaries. The New Way. Been the east from the wizards and gods. The years revolution slowly come to the city now to finally join this free cities to get rich. See states and reads, all united the golden banner free strategism. Yeah, Reeds is one of the places along the coast. Most temperate lowland, many lakes, homeland of humans, large portions still occur, so entire undead cities, turning bring loudies, flowing mountains. The Workers' Party, you know. The workers build a seat, one room it, seems only just. Or even those underneath rise up to their worth. Why can't we share, you know? Agrarian, a rural party. Nothing about them, I guess. And the Arcanist. Magic Crit ruled pure cross war human civilizations, Old Dimnor. Also a very minor political party, Norvik. Okay, Arcane Air name for Reeds. It got changed to mark the end of the Mage times. Arcane Air has a lot of magic and technological growth and birth and death heat and monarchies. And finally, the last time I could say anything. We can put whatever you want, choose your end for a null vote. Yeah, each one is a smudge check mark, the last empty one. So these are the parties? No. Those are large parties in Norvik. Most have been subsumed in the last few years, such as Civically Progressive, Torch Union, where Scares, Hedonist Party, and the various guild parties. Ah, nice so they have a Slaneshi party here. Yeah, Grange or Arcane sure the ones who have joined a larger party fall on the side. So how does this work? After picking up Dishcraft, just check a box on the 5 parties, deliver an election place. In my case, I need to write the name of the party I want in the corner along with the signature. So I filled out every box like an idiot. Yeah, my 1 vote, so I should take care of it. Yeah, there was an election. It's nice to not think about it for once. You're all your life for this. Time for change, baby. Unless... we should just get a God King again. It worked great last time. Yeah, that'll be for the best. Unfortunately, there's no good candidate available. I mean, there's me, but... well, let's see. And right, let's go prepare that shield spell. There we go. Okay, I can do a short rest, gain some health, reduce exhaustion, which restores a spell slot. When I rest, those dice checks are unlocked. Which apparently means, like, if I do a thing, I have to wait a bit for it to go again. Okay. New stuff in the questing tree. Alright, trying to figure out what that guy says. 300 pieces survived that guy, apparently. And we've got 6 crowns so far, so not much. What does Shield of Faith do anyway? Oh, wrong button. For duration, any loss of health is reduced by 1. And it takes up to 1 hour. Okay, concentration. I'm guessing that means I can't have, like, multiple at the same time? Oh, pile of apples. Stare at a pile of apples. Apples are not pristine condition. Should these be stored next to corpses? No, it's a health hazard. Yeah, it's certainly nasty. Whose apples are these? Not yours. The apple farm north of the Goblin Garden. Probably of those things. Ordenville Citadel, soon as almost Skullstead. Now Goblin Sanctuary Greenhouse. Alright. Makes sense. Oop. Oh, I just look at that just like the big thing and not like the whole thing. Okay. There's some stuff in the back, including a sword. Who's that? A guy, he looks indecipherable. Oh, wait, what does it say? What's Trifle do? Just like the pickpocket? Okay. And I can like pickpocket a wisdom tooth from him. And it literally gives me more wisdom. Makes sense. I've been feeling a little bit foolish ever since I got my wisdom teeth removed. Zombie. Let's acknowledge your presence. Hello. What's your name, sir? His name turned to look at you. Why is this guy not listening to me? His glassy dark eyes just stare forward into nothing. This is a reanimated corpse. Probably work zombie. It's been illegal to blend dead since the Bone Purge of 11. Yeah, apparently trying to stop the necromancers from outcompeting mortal staff factories. I mean, makes sense. Kind of like AI with real world, but this time just as dead corpses. Even though, granted, I'm sure they make good cheap labor. What should I do about this zombie? That'd be pretty scary. I'll speak to the owner first. Okay. Yeah, in that case, I guess we can't get by him until we figure out the zombie. This guy, he just won't move. Oh, this apple looks good. Yeah, besides, I could use a bit more health, so... Apple away. Oh, right, forgot to eat the ones. There we go. You know, just in case we touch a corpse again. Now, let's get out here into the sun, how about? Yeah, and this is the dice check thing. That just popped up for a sec.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, cleric. Oh, hey, buddy. Let me try and behold him. That guess tells me a lot of information about him. This skin local mortician. Human reads folks, level 17 entrepreneur. Handles corpse in a basement. You know, typical self-employed city contractor. Used to be dentist and a surgeon. Studying magical immense, far beyond my capabilities. Some of those could be, it's just cast 5th or even 6th level tells. Could be higher, could it? What else did it say? Okay, that's all. It just shows me all the stats. Yeah, pretty strong guy, it looks like. What are these? Drawer Lurkits are marked across with bands. Days used for a sign of magic. And a red eye of earth. Alright, let's see how the guys just saw us. The pale man sits hunched over a stack of forms. Busy at work, but his pencil slowly filling out line after line. All paper used his icon of Serpentine Drake. Great Perch. Official documents of the city. Okay, Drake like sea creature. Earth taming those creatures, mentions the Great Perch came to symbol of the city. And that's the Great Perch of Norvik. Up and about, are we? Wonderful. I am Viskin, local entrepreneur and proprietor of the Lich House. Usually don't really belong here, but if there's anything I can do, cleric, just let me know. He smiles at you. Yes, I say something else. I woke up below. Yes, I know. On one of the stone slabs. Uh-huh. Why? He puts down his pen. I'm afraid you've been through quite the turmoil, cleric. I died, didn't I? The surgeon brought you here certainly thought so. Not that I blame him. You weren't exactly in prime condition. Prime condition? You're always in your prime. What do you mean? You never are. Never take, he added. I guess learn about my death. They caught you in your net, believe it or not. Such a strange tale. Wait, how did you end up in the river? I'm afraid I don't have much to tell. I still have one of the bridges to Tolstad. 7 bridges over Ridge Torna can toss out ready. Maybe there's an esoteric explanation to all this. Perhaps you wouldn't know, cleric. Where can I find these fishermen? I had not asked for names, sorry to say. Perhaps Waterlane? That's just a guess. Either that or local tavern. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Talk about things, but let's see. Wisdom, trying to figure out what's weird about this guy. Literally impossible. Let me see what he needs help with. Call me cleric. We'll give it away. Thompson glares at me. Thought drops for but a moment. Had the armored man in Earthguard colors with a prayer book on his hip. Thoughts in a page of spells he meticulously worked on for years. The book is not in your possession right now. It must be near if Pillman has seen you with it. You might have had fun river by clear city stock. I'm indeed the cleric. Good for you. Type? Oh, what type cleric? Amateur congregational religion deity. Cleric spirit crack variety. City officials. Yeah, I'm an arcane cleric. There's much for a sorry spell book. What do you call it a prayer book? Either way, clearly play George strings as much channel as divinity. Knows a lot of your training. Interesting. Wouldn't know about spellclassing. You're clearly some sort of mage of some sort. Quite a bit. Seems wearing the subject. Knows more new. It could be useful to listen. How do I get more spells? Spend time learning them, drafting pages out of Palace Archives, or at Lemon Tower so I'll get some access. But since I don't have time, the other route, which is spell scrolls. Yeah, scrolls of spells. I'll encounter more of those caches I look around. Yeah. Oh, let's say sure thanks, but oh well. That's spellcasting. I can try anything non-lethal on your servant Ost. Wow, that's evil. Sounds like good practice. I'll just say maybe I will, just, you know. So I don't really know where to go, but certain over Goblin Chieftain waiting for me. Yeah, short green, got claws and fangs, little monsters. 3 tribes in Norfolk considered somewhat civilized. Yeah, apparently it's defined as non-sentient creature born of magical means, often from natural Americans, cursed Esoteric events. So what's rumor about? Just common murmuring. In Mishka Safety for his name. She's down in the Goblin Garden. Of course you've heard of her. Quite famous. She's one of 3 goblin shrines exonerated by Earth Theft the Conquest. aka the historical event which humans found in Norvik. Most humans call it the Reconquest. Okay, Earth saying they finished there when they finished racking the trolls around the plains. According to should be called the Reconquest or Conquest. No humans ever lived in that location before. But the old colonizing, I'd say. Yeah, lots of trolls, from small, mostly harmless, to mutate volatile cursed trolls. Important to meet Earth folk. Earth is sort of the rising kingdom during the late Arcane era. 4th of 5 eras, when the Arcane throne dominated the entire coast. Only fall when the Coast War happened. Between the Arcanists and Reeds, well as every nation connected with them along the coast. No longer, no, I'm not fighting, that I know. Yeah, nearly a century long. In more than half the entire population. Caused by an assassination, apparently ended with 12,000. The grace of the floating cities, captured Emma's name is 4th Prince Shore. It's prophecy in history, finished showered a 1,000-year-long tension seen the sky 100 miles away. It was rebuilt and underground decades after. And that's the majocracy hash these things. Very powerful, rather strength of warfare countess. One of the big families, known for potion necromancy. Spawned from the seat of the Shadow Lord, god of the Cracker of the Divine Era. Oh yeah, they sound like good people. It's not 9 years, and the birth of many walking gods around the coast. Well, Dimnor's for Dimnor. Man from the name Reed, and coast. Yeah, mentioning your name in reverence and fear. Just has to go back through all the lore poppings. Dragons comes in the garden? Well, not quite. You'll see when you get there. When you do, make sure you pay respects. Lady Sage is a powerful ally. Okay, the fact of the lawkeeper. Alright. Still Virginia White tones about. He has great respect for this dragon. Hey, this part of the job? Talk to some petty goblin queen? May find her 7 tips of Tolstad, Pillman says. Alright, thank you. I should probably mention the zombie as well. So why is it there? They're going to see below, so it's just wandering as they please. In that case, all the tunnels and ruins, it looks like. Lots of stuff down there, including riches, hell yeah. Artsy, not yet civilized, there's legal definitions set in place for each individual district. Yeah, I have to take up with Lagy Sage Leaf. A good crowns for protection. Okay, one of the most influential, laid by Sage Leaf, headquarters in the Goblin Garden. Oh, it's all mysterious, good. It keeps moving apples down there. Oh, the apples? Fascinating behavior. Seem pretty calm about all this. Stranger creature cause no trouble here. This is the kobold. Isn't that rice sauce? Master? Alright. I'll just leave him for now, because again, there's something suspicious about him, and the only DC I have is way too hard. Before you do, you should collect your belongings. Easy quick inspection with dead eyes. Got it. Yeah. Clearly something special about him. Yeah. Thanks, buddy. Leave. Now. Okay, I can move fast by running, by double-clicking and holding shift. Okay. Yeah, that guy's definitely something up with him, I'm sure. Where's my stuff? Mushrooms, probably edible. Yeah, just go pick this guy's mushrooms in front of him, why not? Empty pot. Anything in here? It's empty. Most contain stranger abjures, but this one doesn't. Recently emptied, with remnants of dust at bottom. Not corpse dust, is it? There's fear. Must grow sturdier. Hedonistic fool. Pray the stomach dies and let the mind work without its poised influence. Is there anything I do with that mushroom it's set? Oh. I think I dropped something. Oh, for some reason, the tattered cloak is marked as this now for some reason. I've encountered a bit of a bug. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Okay, gives me +3 thing. It's health. Not mind altering. Probably. Let's see, looks like these things are connected a bit. I've got to see her to learn more about the tea shop explosion. And learning about trying how I died. Okay. Yeah, definitely something up with that guy. And this is my fate one day. Look, he's busy with those books. He doesn't notice me. Besides, we figure he's probably evil or something. In that case, don't slab size on iron beams. Is that? Ruined prayer book, -3 intelligence. Oh man, don't want to read that then. It somehow makes me stupider. In salt water, absolutely completely ruined. Only a few pages slowly branching as piracy reachable. Some insectal symptom. Honestly right, of the most basic kind. Oh great, someone tried to try this out and mess it up. No, no, no! By Earth. It's your prayer book. So many hours wasted. I have to rebind the whole thing. It's ruined. That'll cost a fortune. Alright, new quest of fixing up my book. Gotta fix your ruined spellbook, damn it. Yeah, how can I call myself a wizard when my spellbook's a mess? Yeah, it feels terrible even to think about all the knowledge lost. I spent years perfecting that thing. Years. Esoteric geometry, and what's that? What's this book here? We're a nerd, we can look through it. And the letters gotta cross pages. And read them with an old draconic that what common language of man. Yeah, okay, we're in the post-war era, which we're not even sure it's begun. Lasted 27 years, chosen read, name subject to change. In many a brutal coast war. Many hopes and ideologies struggle to term next on to force on the coast. Okay, what's that mean? Old dragon speech, apparently. Galen Demori, one of the biggest magocracy families, known for rally warping artifacts and enchantments. Spawned from the Drakesir King. Doug Dolandim. Not Doug Dimmadome? First team Emperor of the Coast. Drakesir because he's killed dragons, liberated saves. Well, some call him Doom. Oh yeah, Lich. Can I translate this? No. Now without many weeks of studies, So I need to get my hands on comprehend languages. Yeah, it seems I've lost my memorization, sadly. Find a spell scroll or something. Okay. And what about this book here? Oh, incense, nice. No, too much reading. Sure about that? So many books. I'm gonna look at classics. Might be nice to refresh my mind. Books taught you bookishly. Let's read some folk tales. Shape rally from the mind's a distinct channel from real life lesson. These are but the same. Okay, Gnome the Titan. Thank you, the big guys. You spoke to me most because I like your friendship between the two. You know, let's get... Okay, yeah, looks like we can read these for experience, but I want to get moving a little bit. Old incense, I'll take some of that. And right, where is my stuff? Is it in that chest over there? Human, no cause trouble. Yeah, let's take a look at this little kobold. Okay, gotta use dexterity to look at this guy, apparently. Interesting. This one is quite hostile. Stay on your feet. Yeah, I probably should equip the cloak in that case if I was going to look at him then. Oh well. Wouldn't have helped with the check, though. He has little clawed feet. The kobold falls. Mr. Ever move with his cold, unflinching little eyes. Master, say you behave. I say you're adorable, but I don't want to get him to shoot me. You know where we were in tea shop thing? Incident? Tea shop blow up. Boom. Big boom? Big boom. What happened? Alright, on mission. Mission? Not mission. I meant to say errand. So what were you doing in there? Milk. Doing milk? Deliver. Deliver milk? Yes. Side hustle. Almost don't even drink milk. I want to know more. I want to know a lot less. What kind of milk? Where's the milk come from? Cows. Just cows? Just. Who buys the milk? Humans. Why don't humans pay money for fresh milk before dawn? Nice. Not only smart, you should do a milk run later. It pays. Alright. No, curious. I guess learn more about that. I do want to find out more, but... I just got this gig. Not gig. So what is it then? Oh, it's servant for master. Okay, okay. I'll leave him be since I'm upsetting him. Thanks for your time. So where is my stuff? The most I have is a prayer book and the tattered thing. And I can still learn more about the milk thing. Coin collection, coin capture, cash kidnapping, or some way to describe it. Get rich or die trying. Okay, so we can get a milk run ourselves. Okay. Smells salt on the stairs. What is this upstairs and it smells salt? Okay, we can get major quest for feats and get more at any time. Dwarfs. First, let me go check its soul face first. Incense, yay! In the former air barrel. Don't mind me, guys. I'm an adventurer. I gotta loot stuff. Money? So what's going on here? And I can need to charisma to look at this guy. Ooh, nice roll. Simeon the boys. Dwarven exiles. Vote Askel, gave everything he has, support the cause. Second son kind of person. Lives in the shadows of greater men. Falls away to indoctrination addiction. Wants to live up to someone. His father? A patriarch? Let's shock these guys. The older dwarf pulls up his chest as he approaches. Yeah, you know the drill. Drill. Built nose to Norfolk, long history for fancy helmet city, man. He's a short, quiet man. He's scared where it's actually being heard. The dwarf behind him laughs. Don't engage, just leave. Alright. I'll listen to my brain. So, let's see what we've got around here. Very nice roll it got so far. Definitely will have to try this game a few times just like see everything it has. Drunk Sphinx opens at 6. Okay, so we're gonna have to head up there later. Oop, free apple? Entity, highly interesting. Oh wait. I'll try. The travel is confused a sec. Alas, this oppressive landlord. Let me guess, this land would be evil or something. Merfolk entrepreneur. Oppressive? It's a good landlord. Takes care of the tenants, makes sure a decent amount of service be done. Yeah, he holds key to the shelter, one of the pillars of hierarchy needs. Something hard impressed about paying into the system. Unearned wealth. Oh, yeah. Large merman sits by the sea. Male merfolk, not the previous mermaid, who are half fish folk. Not always human, but still called mermaid by humans, the treasure men. Cleric. Yep, I'm indeed the cleric. Learn no further being a cleric. Okay, I've chosen this class 2 times. Let's take his dark glass sea horizon. Or is me? That's curious. Remains an expensive cleric. Is there anything in Norvik? Lost my name. Oh, I see my Cronin. Still yours? Yes. I'm not pretty sure City View is my part that heads up. I apologize. Good. I'm just standing there, keeping that second pull. Want me to fish with you? Yes, be useful. It says we ain't got time, but maybe this could be useful. Okay, let's look at the pole. Your eyes peeled on the tip. I'm in waves. What happens? Let's be quick. Just wait. Fishing is about patience, cleric. Need to breathe and... seriously sinking and watch. Fortunately, you work for the River Guilders? Here's the government. No. So what do you do then? Library facilities. Permanent complexes mostly. Here's uncomfortable. Uh-oh. Try not to mention it. That. Your belly beckons. Moment it will slip out no matter what you do. Unless... Ah. Tongue. Bleeding. Choking. Blood. Down throat. Ugh. Blood fills your mouth, dripping down the corner of your mouth. Some spills to the ground. That hard, huh? Yeah. So anyway, string amount of blood flows to your mouth from the ground. The merman appears to ignore it. You're feeling faint, but you did not speak. Most notice you have exhaustion now. Once wearing the helmet is actually helpful. And ask him something, he'll indulge you. You're bonding, man to man, human to merman. Very, very beautiful thing, this thing. So what's it like being a landlord? Not good. Days are not my goods to the law to protect my business. My tenants don't seem to have a good sense of fairness when it comes to housing. Oh yeah, housing district where the poor live. One of 5 districts, poor area because the earthfolk rehouse her earthquake ruins what's now known as a palace. They expect to live conveniently. The market dictates higher price for convenience declared a necessity instead. Makes it difficult to dance the line for you profitable. Yeah, they need more clemency in the city, I'll say. Okay, he doesn't want to discuss politics. I have to catch something here. These days, not often. The gulls swept the air clean along the crease of the gulls. Usually get a big one. Leans in toward the stern look on his face. And it's dinner. So how many apartments do you own? 20. I handle care of 10 others. I'm merely caretaker. Fixing leaking taps, making sure this tick airflow is functional. There's complaints with intention to refuse to follow basic instructions. It's time from. Yeah, very busy. I don't want to be so. Probably overestimating his workload. I think I'm good for now. Here you go. Yeah, I'll leave him be now. Yeah, I'm not sure what exhaustion does. I guess that means like I have less max health apparently. That's what it looks like there at least. Yeah, the game hasn't really explained the exhaustion mechanic to me, even though I'm surviving biting down my own tongue and nearly choking to death of my own blood. But while we're here, we should probably eat something to get rid of, help fix that horrible tongue bite we've got. There we go. Feeling much better. It's alright. Let's see what else is around here. Work observers with great interest. In that case, strength person. Ancient Vera. Ooh, nice roll. 15. Traveler not south here. Belief is weak. She doesn't use it. Religion is power. Achievable? No, perhaps arbitrary armor of intuition, but no mere puppet. Alright, what's up with you? You appear to see orcs when he loses his own blocks, waiting for someone or something. Someone. In her authority around her, large music horseman, her tusks are gleaming. Not just physically imposing, Stork knows how to exert power in the other ways as well. Merchant's marker jacket sleeve. Our initials the Norwegian Freestar Regiment. What's this? Not often get Earthguard around here. Here's my name. I'm Second Command Guild in Kolstad. Nice to meet you. Be nice to her. She's a free strider. Make sure she knows you're a cleric. Showing the palm is casual culture greeting and reads. Don't grab her hand, that's not what it is. I'm Roggen. Hello, Roggen. There's a small waiting point for you to say anything. Your important business. Business? Fascinating. You're asking me to serve Earthguard for your business. You know where the Goblin Chieftain is? Can you safely? Just out on these stairs. Good luck getting an audience, though. Your head to side, use your eyes to look south to see a garden of some sort. Why, is she busy? I sure hope so. Took some months to get in the room with her to discuss some renovations in the holes. Okay, Central Side Apartments. Lower ones are less fancy. She's not busy, she's a bitch. Drag on a cold stem my ass. Anything else? She looks annoying now. Nope, I'm done discussing business. What about you a bit? Where are you from? Yeah, looks away and says, just think about messing with you. Because I'm working camping on Vicken? I didn't mean like that. I know, don't worry about it. Blood City Bay. Right at the war bands. Most populated city along Quopes, built across the boring, the great, and terrible. Sprawling massive wooden walkways, building across lanes. Lots of reading this one here. Okay, this is where the Industrial Revolution happened. And double second light rule of the late Save of Hells. Either had to conquer one measly pocket dimension exchange, he would be granted the throne. Lots of fighting later, his corpse now used the foundation for Bay. Period rapid technological esoteric social change. Nigerian matched based handcraft economies industrialization. Yeah, a lot of lore here. I don't want to read too much of it because I feel like I'm getting a little boring here, but Camp took all around the coast from the far plains of Feltire. And half from millennial warfare. Where lowland stands record of all the food production on the coast. And Gorin's Corsair shall come to conquer Georgia and Gate era. Yeah, and his death is the end of the Gate era itself. First of 5 eras. Okay. I shall only know this course. During the third of his Warren reads, when it was over I stayed behind. She's seen a lot. Those were the days. Working for the Free Striders? I don't work for Revolution. It's just Revolution. You knew that, maybe? Okay, that's from a trading company. One of many branched expansion organizations along the coast. They promote Free Strider ideals in ESCON, trying to make sure the election goes smoothly, along with other economic concerns. Not very much. Perhaps not so much as ladies like this, but alas. Okay, I can't see my things there. Yeah, democracy isn't my thing. You're entitled to your opinion. It's a ritual self-control. Oh well. I wish I could see my stats here. Doesn't look like I can see them right now. Oh, did I accidentally close out? Yeah, I know I was pressing some buttons. Okay, there we go. We're back. Actually, I'm play political. Not tier Athenian rights, of course. He finds me boring. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, I gotta get going now. How about you? Well, I guess I'm a little walking corpse in a way. I can raise her, but be undead if I want to. Yep. Yeah, be undead if you want to, as long as you don't go stealing souls or anything. Or eating faces, that's almost not cool. Okay, I have a little more health I can fill up. Yeah, a little confused by the meter because it doesn't say everything there, but... Yeah, I'm going for, like, Wizard Cleric and for my national... Okay, yeah, focusing on Arcanist, it looks like. Oh, I have gone into being a bit of a cleric since that was my job. Okay. What's this here? Goblin wall art. Let's take a look at it. Green face butter across the facade, the dragon. Something like that. Can you call this art? This feel a bit. Feels smooth. No cheap dwarven rock. 8-air architecture to mine skies on the rest. Okay, so I try my DC right now because I'm tired, so... I mean, I don't think it'll hurt me to feel it, so I'll just feel it up a bit. Yeah. If nothing answers you. Something is there beyond the silent smoke stone. Okay, let's leave that art be then. Oh, hang on, I see a cat. Black cat. Come here, kitty. Let's check that barrel in a bit, of course. That cat. Who may you be? Cat looks up, its dark eyes squint you for sits here and ignores you once again. It knows more than it lets on. Wisdom comes from knowing when to act and when to not. Yeah, I need to learn to speak with animals, of course. First level divination to talk with animals can be surprisingly insightful. It's also giving me a definition for the spell. It's just me paying $100 bucks to answer a single question. Can you pet the cat? Yay! 5 experience, hell yeah. We can fend the cat. What a sense of divine validation. Such independence and arrogance. You should get a cat. Hell yeah. Gotta love getting reward for petting cats. Ladies' apartments. Alright, barrel. What's in the barrel? Money, hell yeah. Always gotta check those things. Thumb on his head, you can feel it. Who's this guy here? Pencil wing. Sounds like a bit of an insult, I gotta say. Okay, I don't know much about him at all, so. Inward creature, wings are faint in the wing. Does a quick glance away. He's annoyed. You get your paper done in all your print. What you reading? Eye escapes the fiend's maw. He slowly puts down the paper. Export takes from a magazine. He's reading an article on the latest debate. I like the funny pictures. He's being sarcastic. I like the articles more. You can read it? Congratulations. He's mocking you. I can tell. I like his stuff already. Wait. Earthguard, a cleric? What hell's you doing here? You can go wherever you want. Fuck off. Not allowed in Tolstad? Of course you're allowed. Just not often you guys are here. I, for one, am very happy with presence. It's gone downhill since you let the goblin free charge run amok. Need some damn order in this place. No legal advice, just let me know. His tiny sharp smirk. You were the fact that this is literally a devil. Yeah, don't take advice from a parasite. Alright? Yeah, I probably need to learn more about this guy by getting a better strength roll later on. What's this? Nature seeps through the cracks. Yep. What's that? Ooh. Oh, those shards of fur? Oh yeah. A shard of yore. Which lets me spend dialogue to unlock dice checks. Okay. I could like try and check out that bard again if I wanted to. I thought, oh right, that was the thing where I was walking, not like anything there. Yeah, I saw a little spot and oh no, getting the rest of the money in there. Thank you. I've been a divine shrine untended for decades. Okay, I don't need to prepare my spells, so I think I got them all prepared right now, so that I can. What about this guy? I remember seeing him in like the art for the game, so he's clearly someone important. No. And again, I should remember to equip my cloak if I know I'm coming up on a dexterity check. Even though it's horribly tattered. Kind of goblin stereotypical Tolstad. Most fit for red scene trainer's haircut is fit for Kasi Noman. Superficial fellow. I know with vast view the mouth of Verlicorna. There's much about looks. You catch immediately glancing your outfit. Let me guess, you're the cleric. Taking for granted, this goblin leads to turn humility. Yes, I'm the cleric. He nods, looking tired and annoyed. I'm Snell, runner and handler HWT. Old lady's been waiting for you. Must be the tree chieftain. Greet him kindly. I'm from local government. I know, don't get Earthguard here on. I don't want to do the whole how to not to talk to short people thing or goblin salute, because that could have been, you know, what do they call it? Just like, I forgot the term anyway, especially clerics. Right, you're expecting me? Sure was, still are, so. Okay, right. Get down to the government throne, but, what's all this? You look like human shit. Yeah, my unit have been floating around, kind of. Make a playful jab, don't worry about it. Yeah, kind of Diamond was reborn. Weird thing. Now that's a good excuse. Just dust yourself off. Dragon's waiting, trust me, you do not want to disappoint her. Something about her? Most powerful from Norvik. And given Earth's explosion yesterday right in her territory, I should do my job. Okay, let me tour. Ground rules. Don't say anything stupid. Don't climb the trees. Stay away from the edges and, enjoy the garden, cleric. Okay, so more importantly, just don't say anything stupid. That's what I'm thinking of. He's nervous, but she's just another warlord, so don't let her get to you. Earth be blessed, he's always with you. And I did heal up, so hopefully I won't die too quickly, right? Take River fights against red rocks. Rolling's fall safety count standards of 22. Well, good to see we've got some standards in place. Okay, our cantrips we can use at any time. Just gotta check those real quick when they pop up. Alright, gonna talk there, but first let's go grab some stuff. We're not saying anything stupid, we're not climbing trees. Heading to the garden and be back after lunch, Nessun. Oh, it's mushrooms. Yum. Always love to eat me some unidentified mushrooms. Stomach twists. Beware her illusion. He's got some good stuff here, like up to level 30. DC. Ooh, 21, nice. Level 18 Chieftain, chaotic good. Something is very wrong. Eyes are striking. Striking her hold. Hold on to that feeling you'll be consumed. She wields power I can only dream of. Actions of your nature. Evil? Good? Selfish for one's own trying to defining trait? No goblin. The desire that's heavily invested to try, she's far older and far more dangerous than all these servants for combined. In that case, so I'm definitely feeling that something's going on with her. Just thinking about what I could possibly do if I want, but I think I'm good for here. What's deep storage? Is that like your nature's pocket or whatever? Alright. Let's get talking. Go ahead, cleric. Much as the person who hinges upon that throne is owner. Address her court. Okay then. Sprites flutter, their glows between trunks of this great tree. Its roots reaching far below, its branch from drizzling above. On a throne sits a tiny goblin, her smirk as bright as is threatening. Her eyes flow with intensity, reminds me of a certain pale man. Oh, yeah, that guy. So this is a dragon. Yes, I can see it. Very horrific. Cleric of Norvik, of Earth and River. Shrill voice echoes throughout the chamber. Yep, that's me, I'm the cleric. As accused assured by masters. Top brass of the palace itself. Words are tainted in disdain. Tell me a cleric of the highest standard will arrive within the hour. They tell me human. You should run. No, wait, can't. But you should. Dominion, she has control here. Why am I sitting here waiting? It's not that late. Only been like, good day? In its presence, you have no power here. River Sacred have a profound impact on the rest of this quest of yours. My apologies, lady. Brown turns a weird expression. Whatever. You're dancing on a fine line. Versus a frightful presence. When some powerful creatures have auras that cause fear to know me. It's much long. You need to get out of here. Great. Constitution. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Great. No. No. Shit. Get out of here. Generally keeps your legs from buckling under intense stress as you turn and run. Not a high-pitched scream. And that goes down to the dial between trees and fungi-covered walls. Whatever action goblins have to retreat, you're not around to see or hear it. Where am I? You're here for quite a while. You might call myself you're staying inside an empty barrel. So how'd I get here? Fear. It goes a long way sometimes. Wait, I hid in a barrel? More or less. A dragon chased you. Maybe. Where are we now? There he is. I see him, cleric. Uh-oh. Cleric, you've now wasted another precious hour. Please do not run away again. She's containing her rage. Great. Running away is always an option. Yeah, I could do it again and get killed, probably. The fact that she's alive means it's also a smart option. Yeah. Running around for an hour looking for you. I apologize, Lady Savy. Yes, whatever. Let us continue. It's vexing to watch my streets descend so far. Are you even aware, cleric? Local business caught up in Inferno in the middle of the day, right on Pillar Road. My road. The way she says that causes you to tremble. And Magistrate Darrow. He alone believes how a bridge had another jurisdiction over this particular location. Original houses, okay? Why does Darrow say that? Is a fool born out of nepotism and alcohol. Sounds awesome. Where is the tea shop located? It is, or was, rented on the corner of Cerro Port, just above the holes next to the pillar. He snapped fingers toward the gum on the right. I mean, it's a part of the core foundations on his fortress. Therefore, legal underground rental unit, he says, banks lady. Maybe had that damn gross contract for years. I know, suddenly when the entire unit goes up in flames when my people go along the right to the premises, steal the cleanup even. No, suddenly it's the city's business, and we should keep our noses out of it. Corruption, pale and simple. That sounds shady. Normal business in Norvik. Don't get me started the actual effect this has on my people. Yep. So now, Ashley says her knacks involving the fireplace failure. He gets anyone to actually investigate the scene. Right? How do you know that? How can you know that? He's kept an eye on it. The explosion occurred on the 21st of March, just past noon. Few minor injuries reported by the area. Lucky foot traffic was low, despite the massive boom, no dead folks. You know the injured? Get one name. Certain Frank, son of Frank. That's quite the name. Frank II, I guess. That's square fierce of Earthfolk, a human most likely. That ain't a real name. Yeah, currently right, Charisma. I'm interested in a fancy old outfit, whatever that means. Being in yellow? They once said he looked like one of the dungeoneers, real adventuring man. I suddenly got in trouble, having went down the stairs of Water Lane. Dungeon or Water Lane? Down to Water Lane? In that direction, no down can be a number of things, Water Lane and Crunid. Was he inside the building at the time? Doubt it. Or is he there? Okay. Anything else you know? We have theories, we need proof. And failing it's begun, cleric. Secrets in the ashes. Corruption, madness, politics. Oh, I hate those. Rambling of fools. Bureaucracy wears her down. They work with rogue spellcaster, someone who cannot go unpunished. Yeah, spells. Well, it does sound right. Rogue spellcasters are anti-magic task force? Well, yes, there is. You. Ah, great, me. Yeah, I'm one of the few authorized spellcaster groups in the city. I formally declare a joint venture. Halfway Bridge Tribe and Earth Garcia cleric shall investigate the tree shop on Pillar Road and bring justice when someone seek harm and peace. No creature, foul or fair, shall escape my rage. Alright, nod solemnly. Snell. Yes, Lady Sageleaf? You're the handler of this case. You've worked since the explosion. You know more than anyone. Ooh la la, complicated by his queen. I want your time, Spencer. His face lights up. Dominant cleric. Together you'll have access to both Upper and Lower Tolstad. Going to have the pretty boy around? Damn, I thought this was gonna be fun. First out of shock. Didn't expect this. New member of the party. Yes, Lady Sagey, your will will be done. At your service, Lady Sageleaf. Yes, you are. First part is Chief Shop needs to gain access. Let's go, cleric. Yeah, okay, I've got one friend. Achievement unlocked. And we can talk to them if we need help finding a way for House Tolstad. There's much she told you there's danger missing here. Yep, she's not telling us anything. So how do I gain access to there? Talk to your boss, Darrow. Or I guess not your direct boss, whatever, but need an audience with him when I get inside the tea shop. Should look for that witness. Yeah, Frank in yellow. He winces. On Waterloo. Here. Port of the dungeon. Probably the port's sharing light, slight threatening, and it is. And the pillar. What's the pillar? Okay, let's go. Yeah, we only made a bit of an embarrassment of ourselves. You know, just running away, screaming like a little baby. Let's see. You got a job. Yeah, these are things from investigating the tea shop. They're like mini quests associated with this one. I'm guessing there's gonna be like side quests because there's like election leaf and the milk thing. Figuring out our death. I'm not sure which ones these are associated with. Alright, we're going to... Okay, that's technically completed. Frank, son of Frank, is also used as a fake name by Rich Adventures. Yeah, where's the tea shop again? Yeah, just tell me the important thing. Yeah, this is close right here. District in the city in the center. Okay. Nonsensely. Explaining it not because he wants to, but because he needs to. Midday, 22nd. Okay. Why do you think this thing? He thinks this thing's a proper investigation, but it went in. Post to get switched. Yeah, it does sound suspicious. I think got it. Let's go. But yeah, folks, I think that's basically the introduction to the game, so I think we're going to leave it off here. Again, big thanks to Def for getting me a key for the game. And we're probably going to get back to Mutagenics in a bit. I'm thinking, like, during the week, I might try and get 1 or 2, like, mini episodes out because I want to do some grinding and stuff. But yeah, I hope folks have fun. I'll probably see you next week when I'll get back to streaming again. Take care, everyone.